Hi, I'm Kernion from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I have been in a Renew group since the 1980s, since probably 1984, 85. I was working in a parish with my husband, and we brought Renew to that parish. It was a city parish in Pittsburgh, and we started it. We had many groups, and what we found in that experience, our first experience with Renew, was how much it took people from different walks of life, and maybe they didn't really connect. It was, and it still is, an immigrant parish, not necessarily new immigrants now, but there were Polish people and Slovakian people, et cetera. And sometimes the people were not necessarily, I wouldn't say not getting along, but they would have difficulties sometimes with one another. And we found that Renew, the experience of being in a Renew group, sharing one's faith, sharing the readings, and also just being vulnerable to share what struggles we were having, that wound up bonding people in a way that just having the conversations before or after church or at the fish fry or at the pierogi making didn't really happen. So we found that to be a wonderful way of bonding. And it also wound up allowing people to look at social justice in a different way. And also, many of the people became more involved in social justice issues because of their education through the Renew program. When I was working in a parish in the city of Pittsburgh, it was very diverse. And what we found with our experience with the Renew groups was that many of the different groups that maybe were not communicating so easily with one another, having the experience of being in a Renew group allowed them and allowed the parish to have more unity. The people were, sharing their concerns, sharing their difficulties, sharing their vulnerabilities with one another. And so it brought a parish unity, which they had not seen before. And that was such a great gift that Renew was able to give this city community. Now, fast forward a decade or two, and now for the past 20-something years, I've been involved in a group in the suburbs of Pittsburgh. And this group, it turns out, most of the people are about 10 or 20 years older than I am. And what I find so wonderful, being one of the younger people of the group, and I'm not young by any means, of course, but what I love about being in that group is that those elders teach me so much about how to live. Their combined wisdom of the years and their gentleness and their compassion towards each other, but also for the wider world. It's just been such a way that I become so inspired by their lives. And again, we talk about our struggles and our difficulties and we share our vulnerabilities, but it's such a way that I learn through their faith journeys, and I can also become more adept at listening and being compassionate towards others. And so Renew has been such a big part of my journey in my Catholic churches. So thanks so much to Renew International for the resources you've provided for me personally.